You look like you could use another breakfast recipe. I've got what you need. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious asparagus and leek frittata. It's scrumdiddlyumptious, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, it's the time to chop. We're going to start by chopping up our asparagus. I would say about 8 to 10 stalks and about ½ an inch in size. Then you're going to take your leek and cut it lengthwise so you've got nice little strips of leek. Not too thick, not too thin, just right. And finally, you're gonna chop up about 4 to 5 or even more if you love them, a couple of button mushrooms. Take all of that over to the stove and in your frying pan, add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once that heats up, you're gonna add in your leeks and your asparagus and saute those for about 5 minutes. Once that's done, you're gonna take your mushrooms and let them saute with the asparagus and the leeks for another 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Those are looking good. Now it's time to add in about ½ a cup of broth. I'm using vegetable broth, but you know, if you want to use chicken broth or beef broth, whatever is cool, man. And what you're gonna do as you're pouring in the broth, you're going to turn up the heat to about a medium high and let that go for about 4 to 5 minutes. Once all the broth is soaked up, take that baby off the heat. Okay, so the asparagus, the leeks, the mushrooms, they're all ready to go. Now it's time for the eggs. You're going to use about 8 to 10 eggs. I know it's a lot, but it is so good. Then we're just going to beat. I'm gonna add in my salt and pepper. You wanna make sure you don't add in too much salt because remember you do have the vegetable broth or the chicken broth, whichever broth you're using, there will be some salt in that. So keep that in mind. And I'm also going to add in about 1/3 cup of almond milk. And just beat, people, just beat. Okay, that's done. My arm is tired. It is time to add everything into your totally, completely greased pan. Now, depending, of course, on how many eggs you use, that will determine the size of pan you use. The leeks, the mushrooms, and the asparagus, just add that to the bottom of the pan, like so, like that. Love it. Then, very simply, we add in our newly beat eggs. Just pour it right on top, like so, like that. This is gonna go into the oven, like I said, at 425 degrees. It's ready to go for about 20 to 25 minutes. So you don't want any jiggling before you take it out, but keep an eye on it. Lots of protein, lots of vitamins, super tasty, and I think fairly simple to put together. But you let me know in the comments below what you think. After, of course, you totally give this a shot. All right, people, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.